All right, she left 2 weeks ago. It started with, I need a chat. And then within 2 weeks, she's completely moved out. And I think buying a house. The biggest issue is we've got a baby as well. So I'm going to miss a lot of that. I'm going to be a part-time dad, which I don't want to be. So that hurts. It stings. I've had 2 weeks of grief, crying, rage, trying to win her back. Guilt, like I didn't do enough, I should have done more. But there we are. I won't go into too many details because it's not fair on her. And I don't think I need to explain myself. But that's where we are. That is sit rep. And she's left the dog. She basically left everything in situ, like a whole life we were living, just up and left. So now it's just me and the dog. Me and the dog. And I don't mind. I mean, I do mind. I like the dog, but at least I've got company is what I'm trying to say. I've got a bit of company. And that means a lot. So, it's been a tough couple of weeks. And this YouTube video is just kind of not scripted. It's just me talking honestly. I'm not expecting to get many views with this. I'm not really expecting anything. For me, it's going to be just raw, unedited. As I walk my dog, it's currently 6:40 in the morning. Don't know if you can see that. I've been up since about 5. The last 2 nights I've had 4 hours of sleep. Yesterday she's moving most of her stuff out, so I made myself scarce and out of the house because it's not nice seeing your life being uprooted. So I'm running on minimal sleep. I've lost quite a lot of weight though, due to not eating properly and over-exercising. Which is like a benefit because I did want to get ripped this year. I did want to get super lean. And the thing is, I was already on a bit of a sort of glow up over the last couple of months anyway. Wanted to get really shredded, really lean, really strong, really fast. So I've signed up for a marathon this year as well. I've never done one before. I've done quite a few half marathons. I'm getting quicker. I'm getting better at it. So that's in October. But the thing is now, there's nothing left to do apart from, for me, get fitter, richer and stronger. Like I feel like her and her family have just given up on me. And I'm sure they've got their own narrative and their own way of looking at things. Like there are different arguments to every story, I accept that. So for me, it is what it is. It is now the journey of the man. I'm 36, I'll be 37 in a couple of days, so that'll be my birthday. So the timing feels a bit off, but the timing also feels good. I know that sounds weird, but like it's a good marker, my birthday, the birth of me, Jason, to kickstart a new chapter in my life and a new journey. And that's what this channel is going to be about now. I was going to make this channel about like sobriety coaching and how I've just conquered that aspect of my life. So 5 years ago, I was just a drunken mess. Every day I was drinking to escape. Hangovers, it's getting worse. Anxiety, panic attacks, all that kind of stuff. Just horrendous. And then I've conquered that. Started some side hustles, started some businesses, started getting better, got into the best shape of my life in 2023, like super ripped. And like every year I was just improving and just getting better and just reclaiming my life, actually doing the things I told myself I would, but I could never achieve it because I'd either be too drunk, too hungover to actually stick at anything. So it feels like I'm in a pivotal point in my life. Oh. Yeah, and like I said, the last couple of weeks, it's been a lot to process. From first just realizing it felt like a snap decision, but I'm sure these things have been conscious in her brain for a while. And just the speed of everything over the last couple of weeks as well, just how quickly everything has changed. And each day, I'd have a little bit of hope, I'd cling on to a little bit of hope, and every other day, that hope would fade by different messages that just kept making it more and more final. But as I said, I'm here now. There's nothing left to do apart from improve myself. The pity party is over. The lack of direction, the lack of... I don't know what I'm trying to say now, but I think the hard part is over, is what I'm trying to say. The hard part is done. And I think through the last 5 years of just slowly becoming him, becoming a dad and going through lots of other things, I know who I am now. I know what I'm capable of. I know my worth, and I know the direction I want to take my life in. I really want to help people in some capacity just by being the best version of myself. The best version of myself for my younger self, the man he needed, and now the best version of myself for my son, like being an actual role model, because men are weak now. Men are so weak. We live in this instant gratification society where, like, you get your Netflix on demand, you've got Uber Eats, you've got everything at your fingertips, but you don't have to work for anything anymore. You've got Instagram where you're looking at the grass is greener. Like, everybody wants something, but nobody wants to do the work for it. You've got Ozempic now, which I think for maybe people that are obese and need the help, it's probably going to be useful for them. But everything's instant now. Nobody has to fucking work for anything. I think that's why society is weak, especially men. So that's what I want to do now. I think that's what I want to help people with, and lead by example, be a light amongst men, be a lighthouse. I've been leaning into a lot of philosophy, stoicism, been reading a lot of self-help books and just self-improvement books, all the greats, all the classics. Marcus Aurelius, I've got books on Bushido, Bruce Lee books. I've got loads of cool books. And now I've actually got the time to read, so it's kind of a gift and a curse, it feels. But I won't allow myself to descend into this chaotic spiral. And I wonder whether half of the people expecting me to do that, whether they're expecting me to descend into just drinking and being shit and being a shit dad. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I will not give the devil the satisfaction of that. I will rise. So, yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling on now. But it's nice, these morning walks are really grounding for me. I get out, do a bit of a power walk. I'm going a bit slower today because I'm just having a little chat with you guys, but they get me out of bed. So the goal now is to get up at 5:30 every day. First things first, out with the dog every single day. It breaks that cycle, out of bed straight away. Get sunlight in my eyes. Get some exercise, fasted morning cardio. A good half an hour, 40 minutes of just walking. Always feels good. I always feel better after getting out. Even if I'm tired, even now, on 4 hours sleep, I look pretty frazzled, but just getting out, I feel good. So that's the first step. Build a routine. The second step is exercise, do some weights, do some running, and just get really good at it. I've done some strongman competitions before, and I used to be a bit heavier than I am now. Deadlifted 210 kilos is the most I've done, and done a few bits. So the goal now is just to be aesthetic as fuck, and lean. I don't want the extra blubber. I want to look in the mirror and be like, yeah, man, you look fucking sick. The hard work and dedication it takes to actually get abs and to actually be ripped is a different ball game. And to start just eating whole foods, just cull the junk out. None of these protein bars, none of those things, and just live a life of meaning. So exercise, morning routine, 4 or 5 litres of water every day, and working on a project. I think it's going to be this YouTube and as well TikTok shop. I spent £2,500 on an inner circle for like a TikTok mentorship group because I thought it'd be really easy money. And there's no golden ticket. I've spent loads of money on coaching and mentorships before on YouTube. I reckon I'm a good 10, 12,000 pounds in deep, because I want to learn, I want to improve, and I've tried so many different side hustles. I've tried everything. I've been making and selling candles, I've tried affiliate marketing, I've tried e-commerce, I've tried SEO, I've tried most things to varying degrees, but none of them felt like me. They didn't feel like, I don't know, all these business models work, but I just didn't stick at them long enough, or whatever. But I truly believe with YouTube, that's the way forward. I like making content. I want to be able to help people. I want to document my process and how I'm improving my life. And TikTok Shop as well. There's people making loads of money on it. I thought it would just be an easy golden ticket, but it is a bit harder than that. So I'm going to do two things: document everything on this YouTube and give TikTok Shop a proper go. But I think what I'm going to do is really just niche down to like becoming him, looks maxing, dressing better, working out, supplements, everything I'm going to use to improve myself. Skincare, weights, routines, everything like that. Because a lot of the products you get on TikTok Shop are actually really good. Like this vest, that's like £5. These shorts, they're like £5. Some of the stuff you actually get is actually quite good, and I'll happily wear it on a day-to-day basis. That's what I'm going to do, promote things I actually use. 2 side hustles. Now, deep down I know picking one would mean faster results, but I feel like I need to recoup my investment into the TikTok world, and they're kind of like no-brainer content. Like I don't really have any emotional connection to making videos to promote stuff, so I can knock out 3, 4, 5 videos every single day quite easily and then see where they end up. I think that's the plan. So I think men need projects. Men are weak because they don't hunt anymore. They're not hunting anything. So you need something to hunt down, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's running, whether it's getting rich and building an empire. You need something to do. You need a project. That's why you've just got fat, sad men looking at Instagram, wanting more, not doing anything because they're not hunting. You need to have something to chase down. That's what you really need. I quite like just spending time in my brain with my thoughts, just out and about in nature, noticing my microclimate. So at the moment we've got all the wheat, gladiator moment, and it's just beautiful. I used to want for so much more. I can't quite describe it. Like once I do this and X, I'll be happy, or once I achieve my candle business, fame and fortune, I'll be happy, or do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? And now I just take pleasure in the little things like these. Like that's all grown. I've seen it growing every single day because I'm out here walking the dog. There's blackberries growing, which is quite early for July, which freaks me out a bit. So maybe the warming of the planet, I don't know. I don't want to get into that kind of stuff on here. But just noticing things, and even just experiencing like the rain, the smell of the petrichor, and just being in the moment. Because that's all we really have, is being in the moment. The present is what we have. And I used to spend so much time in the past as well, looking back at all of my mistakes, because my life has been pretty wild so far. I think it would make an excellent drama series or a drama film. Just keep getting knock after knock after knock. And I used to feel like it's always me. Oh, that's just my luck. It always happens to me, but I don't feel like that anymore. It is just life, just problems and then solutions. Just more work to do. But as I was saying, like microclimate, just looking at stuff, just the flowers, the things, just it's just nice noticing these little changes every day. And even in the winter, I used to hate the winter. I used to be like, oh, winter's bullshit, just dark and rainy, but every day is slightly different and I love it. I love just being out here. And I think that's what I'd recommend to people as well. Just going out for a walk in your local environment. Just get out in nature. I don't know how people can live in cities. Honestly, it's just bizarre to me. That disconnection you feel, that numbness. Not when I'm out here. Russell Crowing it. Not sure what else to say now. I feel like I've covered a lot of stuff. A little bit more about me. Like I said, I'm 36. I work full-time as a head chef, so the job itself is very demanding. The goal has always been to get out of the head chef game because the hours are long. I'm quite lucky because I do a 4-day working week, so that gives me 3 days a week. I've now got 2 of those days of childcare, which I'm excited for, I'm happy for. I need to be the best dad I can possibly be. I need to be a role model. I need to be that shining light for my boy. I need to be there for him, be as available as possible, and just guide him. Just do that. And then that gives me 1 day to myself every week to just crack on. And one of the first steps in my process of going through this grief and this loss is just reclaiming my space, making my flat my own again. Just a very minimalist environment, quite zen, spend a bit of time giving it some feng shui, just making it nice, a nice place to sit and relax. And what I didn't want was for her to get all the stuff, pluck it all out, and I'm just there rebuilding a jigsaw puzzle, because that would hurt. The other thing as well, going back to the escapism, going back to the alcoholism, I never really confronted my feelings before because I just push it down with booze. But now I just sit and experience the feelings. I've cried more in the last year than I have in my whole life. I'd run away from my feelings. I'd be like, that's not a real man, because my dad was always he drank a bit. He'd never talk about his feelings. He just pushed them down. And I can't be like that. I can't do it. You've got to confront it, experience it, and just feel it for what it is. Sadness, anger, jealousy, happiness, all of it. Just try and live in the moment, as I've said before. All these things will pass as well. That's what you need to remind yourself. That's what I used to do in the early days of sobriety. When I wanted to drink, or I felt anxious, or I had a panic attack, I'm like, right, seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, all of these things will pass. Nothing lasts forever. And ultimately, that's the other thing, which used to scare me, is we're all going to die. None of this really matters. Like, it's kind of freeing in a way, but also a little bit terrifying still. That we are all just going to end up dust particles. What was once will be nothing. We return to the ground. And at 37, it feels like I'm a bit behind, but 37 is still young. I want to hit a good 100. I want to hit a good age. I think I can do that if I'm fit. I mean, obviously, I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. I mean, probably not where I live, because I live in a village and there's very few buses, but you know what I'm saying. I could just drop down dead. But knowing everything will end kind of gives you that kind of fuck it attitude, like nothing really matters. Like me making a video here, doesn't really matter. Like there's going to be a few people that watch this go, oh yeah, she left you because you're a piece of shit, or oh, we don't know her side. To clarify, I haven't actually done anything wrong. So, and to like hop on here and to make videos, or to chat to people, or to do anything, like it doesn't really matter. Sure, you might feel a bit embarrassed in the moment, you might feel a bit, oh, that's just awkward, but the only way you're going to grow is by doing awkward things and being consistent with discipline and just doing it, pushing it through the pain. Because ultimately, do you want to get to the end of your life and be full of regrets? That's one of the main reasons I stopped drinking. I didn't want to get to my deathbed and just be like, right, you spent all of your time with all of these goals in the back of your head and you haven't done any of them because you were too busy getting drunk because you were afraid. And that's how I feel now. I think with this, everything that's happened, everything in the last couple of years, everything in the last 5 years, I'm not afraid anymore. It doesn't feel like I feel like I've been holding on to something. Like the school I went to, if you achieved and succeeded, or you wore the wrong things, or you took your bag onto the field, or you did anything, you'd immediately be called gay or a loser. You'd be like, bag on the field, gay. White socks, gay. Oh, look at him, gay. Nice hair, gay. Just all of that stuff. So I ended up just being super shy, super sheltered. Just quietly silent because then no one could pick on you. And that has had a lasting effect on me for most of my life. It's also given me that kind of burning desire to prove myself wrong and to prove all the people that bullied me and all the people that didn't believe in me. It was just a toxic school. And that kind of small mindset just, it clings on, it hangs on. And it feels like now I'm just letting it go. Like, I actually don't give a shit anymore. I'm going to do the things that I want to do. I want to get some tattoos I've been putting off for ages. I want to just do stuff. Like, I don't care anymore. I don't care what people think. I'm not holding on to that little boy, that little scared boy that's trying to protect me. That's how it feels. I've kind of let him go now. I've got nothing to prove to anyone anymore, apart from myself. That's all I've got. So I think I'll leave it there. I'll leave that last message of just, you got to let stuff go. You got to let that old version of you die and just start becoming him. Believe it's possible and just do it. One foot in front of the other, one step at a time. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree was now. So get after it. If the stuff you want to do, just fucking do it. Start now. It's going to be messy. It's going to be a bit shit. But the only way you're going to improve is by doing it. I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, this channel is all going to be about me just on that journey, on that grind of improving myself, looking better, getting fitter, getting stronger, getting richer, and just becoming a modern Renaissance man. So yeah, peace out, like, subscribe, bye.